Hi there, I'm Nigel Worrell of Florida Leisure, and today I've got the world famous Jack Hanna with me to talk about the brand new facility here at Busch Gardens, the Animal Care Center. So Jack, what do you actually think about the new facility?
Well, the Animal Care Center here is really a model for other zoological parks, not just in this country but throughout the world. The only one I saw like it was like in the Hillsville in Australia, where the public can now see what goes on. Not that it was ever secretive what went on in the zoo, it's just that our hospitals like Columbus, or our nutrition centers, our food prep centers are off grounds. That's just what we did. But Busch Gardens is taking it to the next level where the public now can go in here and help prepare food for the animals, see what they eat, and you'll see they have the finest food in the world. Most people don't eat like this. And then they have the finest medical care in the world, and they'll see that as well. If you see that hospital in there, I'll bet you there's, I don't know how many countries in the world wouldn't even have a hospital like that. So you can see that what they're doing here is educational as well.
So it's fine dining for animals as well?
Yeah, fine dining. You know, I'd like to have my knee surgery in there right now. I've had knee surgery here in a few weeks, so I'd love to do that too.
Right. So, I mean, how would you compare treatment for animals going back from when you first started to today?
It's like, it's beyond stratospheric, the difference. Back in the 60s when I was a young man, in the 70s when I started working in zoos, you know, if something happened to an animal, you just go out there and take care of it in the field or wherever it was, you know. And back then there were just regular veterinarians, you know, that would work on the animals. We didn't have veterinarians that specialized in exotic animal medicine like we do today. Or even in Ohio State University, you have orthodontists, you have, not orthodontists, you have the eye doctors, you have the gynecologists, you have the bone orthopedic surgeons. Veterinary medicine all now is specific to that field. You follow me?
Sure.
Who'd ever thought of that back then would be impossible. You would never think that specialized fields in veterinary medicine would ever exist, and that's what you have going on here.
Sure. So from an education point of view, it's very, very important from a public point of view.
Yeah, like I tell people, you can't have conservation without education. Again, Busch Gardens and SeaWorld are at the forefront of education. But you remember something, they come here to the park to have fun. Once you get them here, they come here to have fun. When they have had fun, they've been educated. That's a key to a good park. That's why a lot of zoological parks come here, is to learn how they do it here. Right. You see all the fun they're having here. There's rides here, there's all sorts of things here right now.
Sure.
And they're being educated as well.
So let's head on into the Animal Care Centre and find out what it's all about. As you can see, the Animal Care Centre is going to be open to guests, and they'll be able to closely observe and even take part in the animal care experience.
That we're going to be throughout the day preparing various animal diets, various sizes and types. Right now we have a wide variety of fruits and vegetables. We're going to be preparing a herbivorous diet for one of our animal ambassadors here. But we also, guests will be able to have opportunities to prepare tiger diets, lion diets, making elephant enrichment, a wide variety of food items and fun toys and whatnot. He's a marsupial, so he's very similar related to kangaroos and koalas. You find him in the island of New Guinea. And this is one of the many animal ambassadors you'll be able to meet here at Busch Gardens.
The other major component of the Animal Care Centre is the Treatment Centre, and that will allow Busch Gardens guests to watch as skilled vets do preventative checkups, treatments and even surgeries on animals. Guests will be able to see into the rooms through glass walls, and audio capabilities will allow guests to talk to vets working behind the glass. Cameras placed over the exam table will show unique vantage points to guests who can watch on monitors. In the clinical lab, staff will perform tests on samples collected from the animals, such as blood, urine and feces, using the same types of laboratory equipment used in human hospitals and veterinary clinics. A camera connected to the laboratory's microscope will allow guests to see exactly what the staff who are looking under the microscope see.
Obviously, the most interesting part of it, and the part we're most excited about, is that it's going to be open to the public. So our guests are going to be able to watch what we do during our veterinary exams, and just basically go along as we're doing animal care. If you're on the best site, they'll sometimes run into stuff, so obviously going to check its face out really closely, make sure it hasn't got any sprays. You want to check the eyes out. We do check their ears out. In the wild, that's where they tend to accumulate debris and stuff. Usually these guys keep pretty clean ears, but we'll always check that. They, of course, don't want to hold still, so it is a little bit of a challenge. This is one of our hyrax. This is actually our male. And he kind of looks not like he's maybe a marmot or a rodent, but he's actually closest related to elephants. We checked him out twice last year just to make sure that that wasn't an issue, and it turned out to just be a spike in elevation, one of his blood values. It didn't turn out to be anything serious, but we like to try to keep a pretty close eye when they get to those sort of things.
So what does that do?
It's increasing the blood flow to the area that he shines it on, and that will help speed up the healing time. So that flamingo, a little hard to see from back here, but she's got some little cracks in her skin from the cold, dry air this time of year, and so he's shining a laser on to help those cracks heal.
And what did you say the procedure was called?
It's cold laser therapy.
Really ailing. Is it? I don't know what you would call them, but the folks who are out there. I mean, maybe the ones who are feeding them or who are kind of overseeing it.
Yeah.
Do they just stay in contact with you?
Anywhere up to a dozen animals, at least here in the hospital. We'll do a lot of stuff, a lot of checks on grounds too.
The key to Busch Gardens has always been they set the standard, and only because of my philosophy as a young boy. The key to this place is one word, that's F-U-N. When people come here, we've done major surveys, spent a lot of money, I'm sure Busch Gardens has. People get their families, say, let's go to Busch Gardens. We're going to learn the Latin name of every animal, kids, and we'll question you. I want to know where they're from. You don't do that. You come here to say, let's go to Busch Gardens, have fun today. But the key to Busch Gardens and SeaWorld parks, and not all the zoos in the country, is to have fun. And when you left there, the next key word is educated. That's all. Conservation is important, everyone. But remember something. You can't have conservation unless you're educated. It's very simple. Whether I go to Rwanda, where I have a little place, or whether I go around like the last countries last week, I make sure that even in my shows, you have fun watching our show. Not because it's Jack Hanna, it's because we teach that. And that's what they do here.